3 years in the making. Several hours of gameplay. Mysterious questions. Humorous antics. Malefact presents Episode 6 of The Way. Oh, wait. Oops. Wrong game. Oh, that's a bit better. Sorry. Don't know what came over me there. Episode 6 of The Way. Truth hides nothing. Hello, I am Malefact. It has been a long time, hasn't it? Oh my gosh. I'm kind of shaking right now. This is something of a momentous moment. Obviously, when the game first came out, a lot of people waited for it, but nothing as long as this. Something of a quite controversial episode. It tends to divide opinion, I don't know, pretty much down the line. If you're expecting large amounts of answers to all the questions, or exploration of new and different locales in the way, don't expect those things anymore, because this episode is very personal, I think, as the play interview with Lund put it. But I think apart from a couple of structural things, it is my favourite episode, and it certainly does explore a lot more things to do with Rue's character and other characters in the way, and some of the themes that have been worked into the story. So, anyway, the danger is always that I am going to say more than I mean to. Let us see truth, because truth hides nothing. Glorious beta tasters that made it happen, and the people that helped with the music and the face sets. A little recap of what happened last time at the end of episode 5. It's the Landoran stretch. And this is the end of the way. Just drop your sword and back away. That's all you need to do. It's a shadow sword. It will destroy you. If you like, you can just hand it over to me. Give him our sword. Ha! I want to help you, Rue. Not by disarming us. Lies. It wasn't our fault. If you mean that I'm not quite like most wanderers, then you're absolutely correct. But under that definition, you're quite weird as well. Please, give the sword to me. Don't you know who you are? You're a murderer. Give me your sword and let me help you. Rue? Don't you know? You're the Phantom Slasher. This is your last chance. Hand the sword over and leave this place. That happened once before. This is an episode where you have to keep your wits about you. Even more than before. Something strange is happening to us. And just before it ends, Trazian appears. Another unfamiliar ceiling. Hello? Hello? How are you? Where the hell are we? Oh, and our head. Oh, the outer city. Near the Shadow Inn in the House of No.
Huh? End of the way, huh? I found you in the street. What? Yeah, you were passed out in the middle of the street. Don't look at me like that, I'm telling you the truth. Seems like there's a lot of truths in this episode. Well, no. No one! I did it on my own. Sheesh! Can't you just be thankful? You seemed nice enough when I met you outside the city a while back. Don't you remember me? You don't remember me? Oh. What on earth is happening? I remember the dreams. We were in Estrana again, and we met this girl and a man called Midian. Oh, I work at the House of No. Lots of different people gather there. I'm sure somebody could probably help you sort things out. Why don't you drop by sometime? It's right next to the Shadow Inn. Besides, it can't hurt, can it? My shift is starting soon, so I better get going now. Nice meeting you again. Yeah, nice meeting you. God, what kind of a weirdo lets people off the street into their house with some sort of compassion? Yeah. You know, it's not that she actually cares about fellow human beings, because that would be strange, right, Rue? It's strange to want that. Maybe we'll check it out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, some yellow dusters. Can we take that? If we run into a boar, it'll help. No, let's go back to sleep then. Nope. No. Right. We have a map. Our stats are slightly different. If you've been following the live streams, we have been adopting the EXP Freak Challenge in Jabbo Caldra's guide for the way. They suggest some ways of making the game more difficult. One of these ways is by adopting a challenge. And this particular challenge says, we cannot absorb any Fockite, Pockite, Wickite, Soulstones, Goldstones, Silverstones, or Menstones. Anything to do with the Plunge and Heartstones are okay, though. This is going to make things difficult at some point, especially without our trusty Hurricane Cut. But in this episode, where some people criticise the way the battles go and say, oh, they become too easy, they should keep up the level of challenge quite considerably for a while. We are in Estrana. Or are we? Because we went there in our dreams. In this episode, nothing is quite as it seems, and everything means something else than you think it means. It's a bit like Laodicea. Moxie Box? What the hell's a Moxie Box? And who the hell's Xmas? Are you tired of being wretched? Mom, why do we have to sleep on the floor? Because we're wretched, honey. Aww, do we have to be? No. Aren't you ready for a change? Mom, I peed myself again. I need a change. Haha, no, not that kind of change, little Jimmy. You toad. We're talking brand new home furnishings. Home furnishings? We can't afford— Sure you can! That is, if you shop at Fwacco's. With our buy now, pay more over a lengthy time period financing plan, you could be hopelessly in debt and sleeping in a brand new bed today. Today? As in, today? That's right. Oh. Boy. Listen to your mother, boy. Treat her with some respect. Otherwise we'll throw you into the pits. What the ever-loving hell? This isn't the Estrana we know. This is a considerably different Estrana, and I'm not sure what's happening. Nothing's on fire anymore, so I guess the fire must have gone out since we were last here? No, don't have a password there. You'll see that the map has been improved. We have an orange dot to show people where we are. This is a good thing. A good thing indeed. Oh, hello, Birdie Man. Can you help us? I usually like to stay indoors like everyone else. The cursed tower seems to weigh down on me whenever I'm out. Oh. Okay. Oh, the arm of Estrana. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hello. We don't have much, but we're thankful for what we do have. Mornings are pleasant. The smell that rises from a hot cup of coffee in the early quiet can bring much serenity. Yeah, I wish I could have some coffee. Coffee always makes me have a firefly. Lol. No, that's not right there. Okay, I'm going to compulsively check all the houses. There's bound to be some sweet loots in one of these, right? 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 No, that's the strange house again. Hello. Oh, that's the House of No. Pno. Pno. I'm gonna say it like with a silent P because that's classy. Oh! If you haven't been watching the live streams, we are using Sage of the Wise's improved options menu, which tells you whether battles are on or off by highlighting which one it is. Isn't that cool? It's amazing. I think they released it to the forums now, but very useful. Especially for somebody that continually forgets when the battles are on or off. More locked doors, more mysteries, everywhere we turn. This Estrana feels like an area of unlimited possibility. Remember teleporters? In episode 5, that blonde-haired girl we met told us about the teleporters that were... Hello. That doesn't look good. Is this in the Reaches, maybe? Or... what's even going on here? Well, might as well pick up this Blan rock nestled in the dirt. Starting to make me feel slightly unsettled, though. Let's go back. At least I won't have to do my Malefact custom warping noise anymore. It's probably getting on people's nerves. Into the House of No, then. Maybe we'll find some answers here. Oh, hello, other old man. I know lots. The question is, what do you want to know? Oh, this gives you an option to find out some more about how the various skills and stats in the Transcendent Sword Auras work. But I am better than an old man. Well, that particular old man. I'm not better than all. I wouldn't... Anyway, so just a quick recap. We have 2 weapon-type swords, 2 elemental-type swords, and 4 Transcendent Sword Auras. These changed the nature and the personality of the sword in much the way a person's aura determines how their personality manifests itself. Illuminati of light, Pandamare of shadow, Iron Slew of Atoma, and Hatasasa of cosmic. Some of these have multiple skills, and you have to learn the skill on each sword aura and it powers up the other one. They work in tandem with each other. Unfortunately, because of our limitations, because of the challenge we're doing, a lot of these very cool skills, like Dual Strike, Triple Complex, etc., are not going to be within our grasp to use, including Revive. In fact, Rue's going to be very limited in this episode, compared to some of the other people we'll travel with. But that's okay, because Rue is still pretty awesome, and I think in the plunges especially, we're going to show our mettle. For now, I'm using the Hatasasa. That one, because of reasons that will manifest themselves. And again, the arm of Estrana. What's in the cell at the top? Let's have a speak to these people. Castor, who owns the joint. Concert hall. Ooh! I like musical theatre as much as the next man, so long as the next man is also me. What's the Phantom... Do you mean the Shadow Swords? Oh, you must be new here. It's that tower in the west that rises above everything else. That's the Arm of Estrana? Hello? Oh, you're one of those Arm of Estrana people. I don't know why you want to call it that. It's a frickin' Phantom's Blade. The Phantom's Blade. can't help but feel that might have some significance. We can't talk to the nice girl that rescued us because they're still on duty. There is a cell at the top of the Phantom's Blade. Why does that sound ominous?
Ever been down to the Lost City?
I don't... There's so many people talking about random stuff I've never heard about before.
I've only been down there a few times and it's something to see. It's buried underneath the main city. There are secret passageways. Thieves like to use them. Not that I would know about that, of course. Treasure hunters, too.
Yeah. You know, we could always tramp through a lot of effluence just to get some sweet loots. I mean, we've done worse for sweet loots, right?
Best be wary if you do. Lots of strange things have been happening down there since, well...
A strange man... I think now we should adopt a slightly worse... A strange man passed through here about a year ago. There was something odd about him, but I couldn't figure it out. A friend and I followed him down into the Lost City. He's going a bit Pirates of the Caribbean. He seemed to know exactly where he was going, as if he hadn't been down to the Lost City many a time before. Garr. I thought that to be very strange, considering I'd never heard or seen this man before. And I don't think anyone would forget a man like him. Strangest of all was the place where we followed him to, Altair Manor. What's Altair Manor? Let me adjust my hairpiece. Could it be Gaius? But is Gaius even in the same place we're in? We've gone somewhere completely off the map. Here, I'll circle it on your map. Good pirate always keeps a map on his person, gar. But be wary, young man. I wouldn't go down there even if someone paid me to nowadays. We're always wary. We never blurt out the original stretch that we're from, or tell cockneys our personal information about how we killed Lyra's father. That didn't happen, did it, Mr. Careful? Mr. Super Duper Careful. Right, well, I think this is a good place to end the first episode of Let's Play the Way Episode 6. My gosh, next time we have an accident in the concert hall and meet a familiar face. Until then, I'm Malefact. Ciao.